You ain't never seen a man cry until you seen Diddy on that stand giving his account on what he done been through. They talking about Cassie was abused. Cassie abusing Diddy right now. He paid her $30 million. She out there shopping, eating good, Panera bread with his money, and he showing up to court with the same clothes on. The reason why he put hands on her is because she up there pulling pranks out in the hallway with a hoodie on, giggling. He ran out there butt naked, trying to get his clothes back. She done took his toupee and put it in her back pocket, trying to be funny. He been abused. Now people want to hear his side of the story. And on this live stream, I'm gonna let y'all know that Cassie was not the sweetest girlfriend. She looked her man in the eyes while she was getting it in with 2 BBCs, and Diddy ain't had no choice but to play with himself. Or else Cassie was gonna put her foot in his ass. Now, these are reports that's coming from the trial. There's people out there that's sitting in the jury feeding YouTubers information, and Diddy was abused. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like the sound of that, but when you 50 years old dating a 20-year-old, that's abuse within itself. That's why he had to hire them men. He can't satisfy her. She needed more wood for the fire. Without further ado, we got to get into this news, man. I need y'all to do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. And we're going to get started when we get some more comments in the comment section, because this ain't enough. We got a lot of people watching, a lot of people here. Ain't nobody hit the like. Ain't nobody even leaving comments. So I'm waiting for y'all. And in the meantime, I'm over here prepping dinner. I'm going to go ahead and chop up these bell peppers and shit. Because I got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? Let somebody go and hit the Cash App or whatever. Matter of fact, we just gonna wait for y'all to hit them likes and leave them comments. Some shit I need to be doing around the house. I gotta clean out this vacuum cleaner. Can y'all even hear me out there? That's what I need to know too. Is the mic working? Because this information I'm about to be sharing with y'all, there's some vital information, man. People pay money to get this type of news. I'm giving this to y'all for free. So let me know what's going on out there, man. Can y'all hear me or no? Okay, I'm gonna wait for y'all to wake up and get it together. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So y'all let me know that y'all here. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check the vocals myself, because y'all not responsive like that. So I'm gonna have to get on YouTube and see what it sounds like, so I know that it sound crystal clear, because this is a 5-star presentation. Hold on. Let me double check this. Y'all wait a second. I got to get my own feedback around here. See what it sound like, so I know that it sound crystal clear. Oh, this is a 5-star presentation. What? Yo, that sounds amazing. Without further ado, let's get into this news, man. I hope y'all ready for it, because I'm really about to be unloading a lot of information that they not talking about on television. They not talking about this nowhere else but right here. So you're welcome. Let's get into it. The Diddy trial latest. The news witness revealed in this Grace Mogul's cases, Cassie prepares to testify. So they trying to get Cassie right so she can get up there and say what she got to say. In the world waiting to hear every word, that's why she got to be careful. Because if she slip up and say anything that the people don't agree with, or she say anything that sound fraudulent, that's going to blow the whole case. But most importantly, it's going to ruin her reputation. She already messed up by going at Diddy the way that she going at Diddy. Now, it's a couple of points I got to make to y'all before we continue. In case y'all didn't know, this whole trial got everything to do with Diddy suing Diageo. He talking about he was trying to get billions of dollars out of these people. He was jealous because Diageo bought George Clooney's Casamigos. A lot of people didn't even know that George Clooney owned Casamigos. And that's like the best drink on the market. If you ask me what I wanted to drink, Sriracha de Leon or Casamigos, I'm going to say Casamigos every time. When Diddy heard that they gave George Clooney $1 billion for Casamigos, he got in his feelings as if he was the owner of De Leon, as if he was the owner of Ciroc. Come to find out, he was just a spokesperson. So he played himself in so many ways when he made this lawsuit. to where they ain't had no choice but to make an example out of him. Rapper, producer, and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs sued Diageo Wednesday, saying the spirits company. Can y'all see this? Let me make sure y'all okay. Rapper, producer, and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs sued Diageo Wednesday, saying the spirits company didn't make promised investments in his vodka and tequila brands and treated them as inferior urban brands. The lawsuit filed in the New York Supreme Court in Manhattan, the same court where he at right now being tried, says Diageo North America, Stav Combs, Ciroc Vodka, and DeLeon tequila brands of resources as it showered attention on other celebrity brands. Diageo bought actor George Clooney's Casamigos tequila brand for $1 billion in 2017, for an example. So Diddy is jealous. Combs, who is black, said Diageo leadership told him his race was one of the reasons it limited distribution to urban neighborhoods. He also told that some Diageo leaders resented him because he was making too much money. And this is what he put in the lawsuit. These people's got billions of dollars to give away, and he making it seem like they're racist. They not trying to treat him fairly. He going on and on about how this company is unfair to blacks when they market to an urban market, and a spokesperson for the black people that buy their liquor is calling them racist. He said, cloaking itself in the language of diversity and equality is good for Diageo's business, but it is a lie, the lawsuit said. When you file lawsuits and you using this type of language, coming from somebody of his caliber, somebody that they've been working with since 2007, is beyond damaging in sales. This is a horrible reputation to have. But the truth of the matter is, this liquor company did right by Diddy. Diddy wasn't doing right by the liquor company. Let me show y'all something real quick. We're going to talk about Cassie in a second, but before we get around to that, y'all got to fully understand what's going on, because Diageo put a bag on Diddy's head, and that's why he's in the news. It ain't got shit to do with Cassie and no elevator and no hallway. It ain't got nothing to do with no freak offs. They making an example out of him because he done tried to ruin their brand on so many levels. Now, this is Young Miami talking to Trina about how Diddy be giving her them golden showers while sitting in front of DeLeon tequila. If this not bad marketing and bad promotion, I don't know what is and I don't know what ain't. But they figure they gave him the car to drive, which is Ciroc and DeLeon. He got Trina and Young Miami crashing out in a vehicle that they provided him with, and they not going for that. Then he doubled back and shitted on their whole brand. Now look where he at now because of the decisions that he was making. George Clooney ain't never had no hood rats promoting no Casamigos, whatever. George Clooney ain't never had some big-breasted bimbos talking about their sexual exploits with George Clooney over a couple of glasses of Casamigos. That would have made his stock drop completely because, look, there's a demographic that like Young Miami and like Trina, and they like that ratchet shit. But Diageo ain't trying to be selling no liquor out no Dollar Tree or no Family Dollar. And they told Diddy it was all business. He made it personal. But to them, it was just business. That's what they said. Y'all got to look at this. Combs' relationship with Diageo dates back to 2007 when the London-based company, which owns more than 200 brands, including Guinness Beer and Tanqueray Gin, approached Combs about Ciroc. So they own over 200 liquor brands, the biggest brands in the world. And he crying wolf when they the ones that approached him about Ciroc. In a statement, Diageo denied allegations of racism. Now, this the key part that y'all need to hear before we move on. This is their response to Diddy's lawsuit claiming racism and discrimination. They said, this is a business dispute, and we are saddened that Mr. Combs has chosen to recast this matter as anything other than that. The company said in the statement, while we respect Mr. Combs as an artist and entrepreneur, his allegations lack merit, and we are confident the facts will show that he has been treated fairly. In the lawsuit, look at this, in the lawsuit, Combs said he intends to seek billions in damages and other legal proceedings against Diageo. Now, fast forward to 2025. He ain't got a dollar to it. Everybody pulled out. He was trying to sue the biggest liquor giant in the world for billions of dollars, screaming racism, when all they did was give him an opportunity to be a wholesome businessman, but he decided to be ratchet. And to Diddy's credit, that's how he made his living. That's how he picked his bones as an artist. He always supported the ghetto. He always kept it street. He always kept it hood. But the world has been gentrified, and there's no place for that no more. And people starting to find that out every day. Ratchetness is not paying the bills. Once upon a time, not that long ago, it did. But nowadays, in Trump's America, you gonna go broke trying to be ratchet. And that's exactly what happened to Diddy. It's something I want to share with y'all real quick. And then we're gonna move on. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. It's only gonna take a second. And I'm pretty sure this information is gonna be good for everybody watching, so y'all can get a better understanding what's happening with this Diddy trial. Because if you thought this whole thing was about Cassie and them having sex and all that nonsense, that's elementary. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This is what it's all about right here. Now, I need y'all to see this. Let me get this set up right so y'all can see this for what it is. Y'all looking, y'all good over there? Y'all watching? Okay, y'all need to look at this right here. Yo, let me get it set up. Okay, check this out, y'all.
The queen, the one only, the baddest bitch, Trina.
Hi.
What's up?
Happy.
Mhm.
It was a good feeling.
It's being brought to you by Deleon Tequila, owned by a black man. Goes down smooth. Now back to more Carisha, please. It's being brought to you by Deleon Tequila, owned by a black man. Goes down smooth.
He high off that shit, promoting a liquor, put a plain white bowl with a couple of lemons and a lime in front of Young Miami, one half of the city girls. And Trina, he said it goes down smooth. This has been brought to you by DeLeon Tequila, owned by a black man. Come to find out he was lying the whole time. How you gonna be screaming racism when you supposed to be the CEO of the whole damn thing? We thought he was the head honcho and the main man running the show. Come to find out, he was the Sandman of the Showtime at the Apollo. He wasn't running shit. He was just a distraction while they was getting all them black. When I bought Ciroc, I thought I was buying black. When I bought DeLeon, I thought I was buying black. Come to find out, he was a fraud the whole time. And there she go, reaching out to get a tall glass of DeLeon while she talked that ratchet shit with Trina. Now, is that a good look? I don't think so. Let's move on to the next segment. Now y'all got an understanding of where Diddy fucked up. This is where it comes into play. Diddy trial persecutors to hammer Cassie beating video. We got all the angles. So they're saying that there was different parts of the video what Cassie was hitting back. They got an angle to where Cassie set it off on Diddy. They saying that Cassie was the one that threw the first blow. Now, I don't know how true that is, but Diddy got his side of the story too. There's men out there that do get abused by women. And by the looks of it, Diddy may just be one of the men. Diddy jurors are going to see plenty of video of Diddy beating Cassie in the hotel hallway because they ain't got no other videos of Diddy doing the damn thing. They ain't got no audios. Y'all see how fast them Shannon Sharp audios came out? They came out quick. They was dropping them things back. You ain't got Diddy on tape saying the damn thing. And on the video, it ain't no audio. So who knows what was being said between them? Who knows what the spat was all about? But they going to see plenty of it. This all they got to show through the whole trial. The feds revealed during Friday's court's proceedings and Diddy's sex trafficking trial in New York City that they plan to show 2 videos of the beating that a security guard at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles recorded on a cell phone. So it ain't the surveillance video. It's cell phone footage. Now, by him recording something like this and then putting it out there and giving it to the court for the jury to see, that's illegal within itself. It's a possibility they're going to blow the case. They keep on pouring gasoline on this thing, not knowing that they needed to cool off so the jury will be able to make up their own mind. They forcing this stuff down the jury's throat. And eventually somebody going to call them out for tampering with the witnesses. Y'all need to see this, man. I'll get that together.
Some breaking news. A jury will not be picked today in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Court started this morning with 45 potential jurors. The lawyers had hoped to cut that down to the final 12 plus 6 alternates, but now that'll have to wait until Monday. Let's bring in investigative reporter Olivia Rubin for more. Olivia, we initially thought a jury would be seated Wednesday, then it was Friday, now it's Monday. What's going on?
Yeah, really, Diane, this seems to stem from the concern that jurors could drop out here. Remember, as you said, they were going in today expecting to whittle down that pool of 45, but when court came to order, the judge revealed that they had already lost 2. One of the jurors, the potential jurors, the judge said, phoned in last night to say that she had concerns about serving. This is a woman who previously worked in the domestic violence unit at the Brooklyn DA's office. She was then struck because of those concerns. And then another juror was struck, Diane, because the judge said that he failed to disclose an ongoing lawsuit he had against the city of New York, something that the judge said showed a lack of honesty on that juror's part. And really, that gave rise to these broader concerns that more jurors could drop out if they seated them today and then they were given the entire weekend to sort of mull on it.
Now, think about this, y'all. These people been lined up to do a service to alleged victims, people that have been brutally sexually assaulted, drugged. I mean, they got the opportunity to be heroes. You figure if you had the opportunity to help somebody like that, that's truly a victim, and put somebody behind bars that's guilty, you will go out your way to be a part of that jury. That will be great for your life, for your resume. You will be proud to say, I'm the one that helped put that bastard behind bars. If it was what they painted it to be in the media, they wouldn't have no problem keeping the jury. But the problem is, by how they was grilling the jury and the questionnaires they was asking, everything about it is bogus. They know it's a damn circus. They know it's a clown show. It's one of the most, you know that it's bogus when you can't even keep a jury intact. And they talking about people from the ages of 35 to 82. They don't even want to entertain the shit. Usually old people be looking for something to do. They be in the mall just walking. They be at the park feeding the birds. They wish somebody would call them to do some shit. It's somebody old ass grandmama somewhere sitting right now wishing the phone would ring. Jury duty is no problem for a retiree. But these people simply don't want to participate.
4 openings on Monday. So really, the judge just did not want to give them that window. So now the jurors will come back, these potential jurors, on Monday. They will strike them down to that group of 12 with the alternates, go right into swearing them in, go right into instructions, and then right into openings where trial will kick off. Go right into
Diddy looking like, I'm gonna kill all y'all ass. He looking at the jury like, all right, y'all must ain't heard about me. Where Tupac? Where Biggie at? Like, I could get you got, daddy. Y'all fucking with the wrong one. They go in the courtroom. Diddy look back at them like that. He doing bad too, and he still got millies in the bank. I don't think they want none of them problems. But like I said, people not willing to participate. Even Albie Shore is out there talking crazy about Diddy. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Y'all need to look at this, man.
Was a New Jack Swing superstar in the 80s. Now, Al B. Sure is using his second chance at life to fight for health equity.
After surviving a coma and liver transplant, he's an advocate pushing for real healthcare change. He's also exposing shocking truths about the music industry and recording artist Diddy in his up.
They look like they do dope together before they go out there on some Denzel Washington and Flight type of shit, man. She looked like she up to no good. And the way he put that accent on, I know this brother can't be trusted. He put that shit on camera. You go to his house on his day off, he opened the door with a do-rag on and a tank top on with that Wu-Tang playing in the back. He ain't got no house slippers. This nigga walk around with Timberland boots around the house. He ain't fooled. They probably got y'all fooled, but they ain't fooling me.
Our next guest was a New Jack Swing superstar in the 80s. Now, Al B. Sure is using his second chance at life to fight for health equity.
After surviving a coma and liver transplant, he's an advocate pushing for real healthcare change. He's also exposing shocking truths about the music industry and recording artist Diddy in his upcoming tell-all, Do You Believe Me Now? It comes out this fall. I'll be sure, though, is joining us this morning. Good to see you.
Do you wanna, 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 do you wanna rescue me? There's a girl standing there. That's me, just for me. Something I want the world to see. Yeah. Do you wanna, 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 do you wanna rescue me? The worst Michael Jackson impersonation I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. A fake Mike Jack with a horrible unibrow. Can't sing. It was some notes that he hit, the goddamn speaker blew up. Like, god damn. You listen to an Al B. Shore song, you gotta tweak that shit like the old school radios. Turn the treble down, turn the bass to the mid, and take the mid to the low. And I ain't hating on Al B. Shore, but I'm just saying, when Diddy came with that hardcore shit, Al B. Shore, the reason why Diddy wanted to go hardcore. He said, this shit too damn soft. That R&B he was putting out. Sincerely mine, don't you know? Yes, you are. Sincerely fine. You gotta make your voice, you gotta try hard as a man to make your voice high-pitched to sound like Al B. Shore. Diddy was looking at that nigga on the side of the stage like, hell no. He figured out a way to take his chick, take his everything. When Al B. Shore played out, it was bad. Diddy came with some hardcore hip-hop, some head-knocking beats. Al B. Shore couldn't keep up with that. And Kim Porter wound up sliding with a tougher dude. That had to be bad. Now Diddy in jail. This man done wrote a book. He feel like this his opportunity to get back on top. Diddy shitted on Al B. Shore in the 90s, man. When Al B. Shore was the man and Diddy was an intern and he was making all that music or whatever, and Diddy was just sitting there gritting his teeth, the tables done turn, and now the tables done turn again. Look. Hold on. He took his, not only did he take his girl, Al B. Shore is trying to say that Diddy tried to take his life. Look, Al B. Shore, y'all gotta see this. Al B. Shore seemingly insinuate Sean Diddy Combs. Get this bitch out of here. Get out of here. Albie Shore seemingly insinuate Sean Diddy Combs played a role in his 2022 coma. Yo, we got to get into this, man. All right, y'all listening? Okay, let's go.
So good to see
You
you.
look
as well.
good. You feeling good?
I am so blessed. We woke up this morning. We don't call it a comeback like LL says, right? This is updating my software. And I'm truly grateful to be here. And Roseanne,
Al, the last time you were here, you could barely walk up the step to sit down here. Barely.
you were my first interview with Cristal, right?
Yes.
When I was released from the hospital, and it was just what an amazing journey it's been. You know, I figured, like, when you get lemons, make Arnold Palmer.
So what are you doing now? How are you getting the word out?
Well, you know, it's been an amazing journey. I get the call from my co-founder, Ms. Rachel Nordlinger. We started the Health Equity and Transplantation Coalition, and we are advocating in Congress, fighting for equal access to quality health care, just focused. And my focus, obviously, you know, standing in Congress and speaking in front of Congress, I've made it very clear. I am not here for the politics. I'm not here for the next election. I'm simply here to save lives of transplant patients. So, you know, so there's a focus there. We've had some success in Congress related to having people come across the aisle, because I made that clear. So this is a real life mission. There's no marketing in my life. Roseanne, this is the best time of my life.
You look good.
This is not, you know, there's no hustle, there's no marketing, I'm living my truth, and it's time.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah,
Wow.
60.
Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah,
Because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah, so, you know, just mysteriously out of the blue, you know, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes.
What that,
I want to get into that.
What that process is. But yeah, so it's been quite a journey. And as I said, you know, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through almost, you know, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking, really? What's wrong with you? No way. You know, but not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Because you were...
Was you on drugs or no, Albie Shore? What was real? Keep it real. He dancing around it. When you got all that type of shit going on, you got some bad stuff in your system, man. And it ain't no Dunkin' Donuts and no Krispy Kremes. I mean, Popeyes will fuck you up, but it ain't gonna do you like that. Not instantly. What was going on? He gonna have to keep it real. Because if he was on some stuff he ain't had no business being on, and we know he came up in the 80s. If you know, like I know, especially being at the height of his career in the 80s, everybody was smoking crack. I ain't saying he on crack. I ain't saying he on dope. I ain't saying, but he on the goddamn New Jack City soundtrack. Matter of fact, he was in the New Jack City movie. Look. Man, it's a possibility that he was smoking crack. And I don't know, you know, I ain't trying to put it out there like he was, but he had New Jack Swing books and New Jack Swing beats. He was New Jack Swing rapping. He probably was on that New Jack crack. But I don't know that. So I ain't going to put that out there like that's facts. But with all that stuff going wrong, something definitely not right.
Hinting, saying,
posting. Yeah. I get calls, take it down or else, so on and so forth.
But this is about Diddy, so let's be clear for everybody that doesn't know.
Diddy, who's about to, his trial's about to start. Yeah, yes. They're selecting a jury.
But you were on this train years ago.
Yes, many, many years ago. I posted some information that was, you know, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, you know, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, you know, kind of warned me all along the way to, you know, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, you know, all having a great time, and I'm, you know, grabbing Sean like, well, and she's in the back going, stop, you know. So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. So he's saying they got together for Quincy Jones' Christmas special. And when he seen Diddy, he was hugging on Diddy and she told him to stop. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, you ain't seen me in a while. I like that shit, Daddy. Do that shit again, Daddy. Oh, you must ain't heard. You know, nigga Meek Mill turned the nigga out. Like, come here, homie. Kim Porter was in the back like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, oh, shit, this nigga grabbed my ass. Did you grab my ass? Like, no, I gave you a hug. Like, no, it was more than a hug. It was more than the kiss. It was more than the touch, nigga. Like, okay. Like, no, don't do that. Wait a minute.
Children, you know, all having a great time, and I'm, you know, grabbing Sean like, well, and she's in the back going, stop, you know. So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of the stuff, you know, came to surprise, but a lot of the stuff will be revealed because, and that's why I thought it would be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participate in so and so, but I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and what's most relevant. It's something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And then
Look at the look on her face. She's like, She looking like, that's not what I wanted to hear. She looking at the producers like, what the fuck? Like, pull the plug. He about to turn into Malcolm X. Like, first of all, Roseanne, ain't none of this shit funny. I know you want me to tear brother down. That ain't what I came here to do. Y'all always try to get a nigga jammed up. And old boy looking like, that's right. Say that shit, dog. Say that shit, dog. The way he got his fist cocked, like he ready to put that fist in the air at any moment. Like, fight the power. She's like, like he didn't come to play ball. She was hoping that he was going to be on some bitch shit and start crying. Like, Diddy do it. Hell yeah, Diddy. Diddy. Shoot him like, oh, get him some napkins. Get him, I'll be sure. Oh. She probably would have lifted her shirt up. Like, come here, honey, I got you. Come on. Diddy. I'll be sure wasn't there for that fuckery, man. And they looking at each other eye to eye while she's sitting there looking stupid. Hold on, run that back. I do apologize.
Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected.
You see the way that bro, he shook his head. You would have thought he was a bobblehead the way he was agreeing with him. I do apologize, y'all. And I'm going to let this rock. But this, y'all, we got pretty ladies on the screen. I'm going to let this rock. But y'all got to see the way homie was agreeing with him. Look.
Many, many ways.
Nigga said,
Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined.
Damn.
Now.
Yo, Al B. Shore is keeping it a buck, right? I didn't think he was going to be keeping it real like that. He said the whole genre of music is trash right now because of this BS they got going on with Diddy. Oh, my God.
In it. First and cross, and what's most relevant, and something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
You blaming Diddy for that?
I'm blaming this entire industry and the way it's gone. And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on. It's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No,
No?
I have the truth.
But one
Where did that come from? She just she want the dirt. She ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
It's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No,
No?
I have the truth.
She make it seem like he's speaking what he's speaking because he's scared. Because how Diddy gonna do anything? He in jail. Is Diddy trying to sue you? Because this is not what we signed up for. We didn't know you were gonna come here with this shit. Like, go on somewhere with that Black Panther talk. If you're not talking about Diddy in a negative light, we're not trying to hear it. Is Diddy suing you or something? Because you're not telling us what we want to hear. Man, somebody need to, listen at this chick.
Of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on. It's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No,
No?
I have the truth.
but one thing is you have volunteered to
He said, no, I have the truth. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just speaking facts, okay? Like, why would he try to sue me? I'm telling the fucking truth. He would sue you, though, if he could. You're spreading all these lies about him, but I have the truth. Why would he try to sue me? I'm not falsifying anything. I'm not giving you what you want, but I have the truth. How about that? Yo, she is pissed the fuck off with LB Show right now.
The way it's gone. And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on. It's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
The fuck?
No,
No?
I have the truth.
but one thing is you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And
So
the
let me
only
ask-
reason I wanted to tell the story.
Oh my God. If they force him to get up there and give his testimony, he gonna look Diddy dead in his eyes and say, I'm with you, my black brother. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the same shit to me, man. Like, regardless of what happened with Kim Porter, if she would have stayed with me, this would have never happened to her. That's a fact. Like, yeah, she wanted to be with you. Whatever happened between y'all, that's between y'all. So I'm living my life. I'm happy. I'm alive. I got a book. Y'all got babies together. I got a baby with her, but y'all got more babies together. That is her problem. That's y'all problem, Diddy. Whatever y'all got to say against his brother in this circus, in this clown show, all I could say is that y'all ruined the whole genre of music with this bullshit. If Diddy was guilty, how come I smashed Cassie? Oh, you thought Kim Porter was the only woman that we both slept with? No, I was with Cassie before Diddy got with Cassie and after and while Diddy was with Cassie. Order in the court, order in the court, order, order. This some bullshit, y'all. Now I gotta let you know, I'm holding you in contempt. They're like, rescue me. Look, Quincy Jones ain't gonna be able to save his ass no more, man. He better call Will Smith, LL Cool J, or one of them dudes, man. Hold on.
Kurt was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated?
Look at she looked like she bought this shit. Like, I didn't sign up for this. First of all, she's sitting in front of she's sitting in between two brothers talking that black talk. She ain't with none of that shit. Like, whoa, like, how did I end up here? She aggravated like a motherfucker. Hold on, look.
That Sean Diddy Combs.
On my head, there was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you concerned?
Nigga. So he not gonna keep it funky. He won't. All you gotta do is tell the truth, bro. The truth will set you free. You wasn't living right. Diddy hit him with that Cinnabon, and that wasn't cinnamon on that shit. Like, thank you so much, man. I haven't been to the mall in a long time. I've been waiting for one of these. Thank you so much, Diddy. Do you have a fork? Like, yeah, Playboy. You know, matter of fact, I got a fork. Yo, somebody get this nigga a fork, man, so we can eat this Cinnabon. Like, thank you so much, Diddy. Like, it was those nachos. Taco Tuesdays at Diddy's is a dangerous thing, my brother. Taco Tuesdays is a dangerous thing. How in the... What did he do to him? Did Diddy do it or no? He said Diddy didn't do it, double back and said Diddy did it. People want to blame Diddy when it's convenient. Motherfucker, just tell them people that you was on drugs, man. You had an alcohol, bro. You was an alcoholic. You was on that shit since the 80s, man. It was hard to get off. You finally had a breakthrough and realized that ain't the way to go. You did a detox. You prayed to God to bring you back. Now oh my God, man. He said Diddy did something to do it. Oh, hold on, run this back. And he know what it's like he on the dartboard, and every time they throw a dart, he move out the way. He cut through all that bullshit and hit the bullseye. She ain't think they was gonna get him. She thought the interview was blown. She's like, oh shit, how we gonna put this out to the people? But they need to give him a bonus because he saved their whole damn interview. Like, look, don't worry, I know niggas. It takes a nigga to know, nigga. Let me throw this shit at you. Is Diddy the reason why you had them comas? Was it that or was it the drugs, man? Like, yes, Diddy did it. Yes, I must admit, Diddy did. He did do it. Diddy did it.
Against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. So this is not about a scared thing, you know. It's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, being called delusional and things of that nature. When I said sex trafficking and all the things that I said, because my job was not, listen, I don't want to take down your business if that's what you're doing. Just stay out of my backyard. Stay out of what I'm doing. I'm focused, how did we start this, Kurt, from Mount Vernon, writing love songs to...
Hold on. They was writing songs together? He was in the hip-hop game back in the day? Like, yo, I let them know on the news just in case they ain't even got a clue. That's his mans in them from Mount Vernon.
A case, arguably bigger than OJ, in 2025. It doesn't make any sense. We're not supposed to be here. Like I said, there's no celebration in any of this.
Do you feel because you're not supposed to be here, that gives you the freedom to talk now? Because you survived?
Yes, I believe so. Listen, my faith serves me so well. I'm in prayer every single day, multiple times a day.
No, Al, be sure you're going to have to talk about the fruity booties in the industry, man. Turn that music up a little bit. He going to have to keep it all the way real and stop playing. Because I heard the stories. Hold on. Y'all need to see this, man. If he gonna keep it real, he gotta keep it all the way real. What's that all about? Al B. Shore, Will Smith, and Quincy Jones. What that's all about. What was going on back in the 80s, man? Tell the truth. You had a baby for him. Don't say you didn't. You had a baby. Do y'all see this? He had a baby for that man and named him Quincy. Had him singing like Michael Jackson and everything, man. They was on the set of the Fresh Prince show. Come to find out, Uncle Phil was living that zest life. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But he was. Did y'all know the father from the Jeffersons was living that zesty life too? What was going on in the 80s? How freaky do freaky get? He ain't telling his whole side of the story. What was really going on between Al B. Shore and Diddy? What type of relationship did they have? What was going on with Diddy and Andre Harrell? They got some explaining to do. Every last one of them. Is it a possibility that the only way to get in the industry is if you're willing to do whatever it is that them boys want you to do? His gatekeeper was Quincy Jones. What was really going on? He throwing up his sets like he a part of the Crip gang when he was in the hospital. Was he banging or no? And I know this video got to do with Cassie beating on Diddy. But Al B. Shore ain't got no right to speak unless he gonna tell it all the way. But that's Negro here nor there, man. It's some weird shit going on in Hollywood, that's for damn sure. And it been that way. Yo, cut that music off. Okay, let's get back into this. Y'all ready? We got more news we got to get into before we go. Matter of fact, play that again.
Just saying, just let's get this right. And when you think about it, for me, I don't even wish him harm. I don't wish him, I don't want to be here. I would love for us to all be, riding in the sunset. We sold millions of records. We've affected the culture. We celebrated our genre of music that we came from, hip hop. This is supposed to be a celebration. This shouldn't be a national court case. So there's no anger with me. I don't produce anger, jealousy. That just doesn't come from me.
Listen, I can't wait to read the new memoir. It's called Do You Believe Me Now? It's out September 9th. But in the meantime, if people want to know more about transplants and organ donation, they can go to transplantsforall.com.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're doing such amazing work. Live On New York, we're partnering with transplant organizations who are really doing the work on the ground. We have some interesting meetings. It's like, this has been such a godsend as it relates to, this is why I'm not angry at any individual. That's why we're here now. And I'm here to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate properly. And, right now, the industry is corny. We need a reset. So this is the time for the great reset.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he
Turn those
didn't.
lemons into Arnold.
No, wait a minute. Al B. Shore said the industry is corny. I ain't gonna go in on Al B. Shore. Yo, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Hit that Cash App, $ Sean Blaze Docs. I would really appreciate it. We're about to get into some more of this news. You know what I'm saying? Let me double check something real quick. Yo, shout out to Cleo Couture for hitting that Cash App. I really do appreciate you, Cleo. Got so much love for you. Let me get it on there so y'all can see it. Yeah, $ Sean Blaze Docs. We got some more news we got to get into. I want to express how I feel about all of this, everything that's going on in the news with Diddy and Cassie and all this. Let's be real. I want to take a little detour with y'all. Cassie don't resonate with our hearts like that. She don't have no memorial music that we all can cherish, or ain't nobody graduate listening to Cassie or make love or conceive the child listening to Cassie. People don't have fond memories of Cassie's music. When I think about her song, I remember reaching and turning the radio down. I remember changing the station. That's the only memory I have of Cassie when it comes to her music. Turn that shit off, or you wait. If you can't turn it off, you thinking to yourself, I can't wait for this shit to go off. Don't, don't. You better make that move right now. It was so bad to where, like, what is this shit? Nobody requested it. You wasn't listening to the radio back in the day, and somebody called in like, hey, I want you to play that Cassie. Like, I got you, Mama Cassie, coming up right now. You don't remember shit like that. I remember I was working at a chicken restaurant. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the restaurant I was working at when that Cassie shit came out. Let me do this real quick. Let me go to Google. It's only going to take a second, I promise y'all. Man, I was working at motherfucking. Let me pull the pictures up so y'all can see this. This where I was working when Cassie was on the radio, right there. Don't. I remember the chicken wings. I remember the French fries. Best chicken in the world. I was working. Cassie was on the radio, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for them to turn that shit. It was in the background, and 50 Cent was playing during that time. You had Lil Kim and Mr. Cheeks. You had Fat Dipset was out during that time, and they was horrible. Hey, ma, what's up? We gonna get it on tonight. What's it? Them lyrics, I used to be in there listening to them lyrics like, God damn, these niggas trash. He said, them Suzuki wheels and my booze be real. She do be spinning, rims do be spinning. Look, she got the doobie linens. I see booty grinning. She looking sad, Cam. I know that you be sinning. Oh my God, man. That was the era. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play around. Look, there go my manager right there. He's still flipping them ribs. God damn, he an old man. Oh, Patrick, you still in there with them ribs? Yo, I can't believe it's 2025. He's still working in the damn country suite. The best chicken you ever had in your life, boy. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play that. G-Unit, we don't play. Them thugs are coming there. It stayed open at like 3 a.m. So when the club let out, all them bad bitches was coming up in there. Them thugs was in there with them jeans on, with them baggy jeans on. I remember it, man. Them was some dangerous times. And Cassie was on the radio. That threw off the whole, we be in there frying that chicken and working and stuff, listening to the music, got the radio blasting, and then here come Cassie. Down. You be like, man, I'm about to take a break. Like, somebody get me out this kitchen to turn that shit off the damn radio. I remember it like it was yesterday. And no disrespect to matter of fact, do y'all have any fond memories of Cassie's music? Because I don't think it's just me. Do y'all have any pleasant moments and you remember Cassie was on the radio? Did anybody buy her CD? Did you download her single? The point I'm trying to make is people don't give a fuck about Cassie. It took for that shocking video to get people remotely interested in whatever was going on with Cassie. If it wasn't for that video, people simply wouldn't give a damn. People knew her as the girl with Diddy, Diddy's girlfriend. That's all she was known for. Like, oh, Diddy was at the premiere with Cassie. Who Cassie? Diddy's girlfriend. That's her claim to fame. So the people don't give a fuck about Cassie. The only leverage they can have to make people be concerned about Cassie is the damn tape. Because we all can agree, she didn't deserve that. No woman deserves that. If it wasn't for that tape, wouldn't nobody give a damn about what she was doing in the bed. She looked like, so what? She a freak. She was sleeping with 2 dudes at a time. Okay, well, Cassie ain't the only one out there that do shit like that. That's some people's fantasy. There's women out there that's how they go to sleep at night. Think about that shit. They probably wouldn't do it. It's a lot of things that people wouldn't do, but they like to think about doing it. I wouldn't skydive, but I think about what it would be like jumping off the plane and just, with the parachute. I imagine me pulling the string too soon and I'll be floating out of the sky for like a half a day. I jump out the plane in the morning. I don't land until midnight. That's how soon I'm gonna pull the damn. I'm gonna pull the damn string in America. By the time I reach land, I'm gonna be in Jamaica somewhere. But some people think about doing what Cassie did. She went ahead and did it though. Ain't a crime? And who cares? They talking about Diddy threatened Michael B. Jordan because he was dating Cassie. Well, that's what niggas do when you fucking with their girl. Let a nigga try to get with your. I remember I was dating a chick, and some nigga working at the gas station tried to holler. I went up to the gas station and let his ass know. Like, nigga, you don't want that gasoline on your forehead, partner. And the match gonna come after that. People talk shit. If you really feeling a chick, somebody pressing up on your girl, you might want to pull them to the side like, hey, that's all me, partner. So what? What that got to do with anything? He threatened Kid Cudi he was going to blow up that piece of shit car. Like, yo, you keep fucking with my girl, I'm going to get in the car one day and shit going to blow up on your ass. You think it's a game till that car explode. And Kid Cudi was so, he was scared to turn his car on because of what Diddy said to him. Did his car ever blow up? No. Well, what they talking about, man? People talk shit. People be on the basketball court talking crazy all day. They don't even get no files, no fines for that. They don't get no text for talking crazy. It ain't until you do something to somebody. But Diddy in court for, and I ain't trying to take up for Diddy, but trust me, this ain't got, people don't give a about Cassie like that. Now, if she was Jennifer Lopez, that'd be different because I give a fuck about J-Lo. Because J-Lo did things that resonates with me. She was a part of In Living Color. She's a part of hip hop history. Look at this. J-Lo is embedded in the culture, man. She was one of the fly girls for crying out loud. Jennifer Lopez, she earned her right for people to give a fuck about her. Her catalog is just, the thing she done is memorial. Remember this? Look. Remember when she played Selena? She played the shit out of that role, man. I remember watching Selena. She did a good job. She got talent. You probably don't like her music like that, but J-Lo make a hell of a movie. Remember, look. No. This was like a Friday movie of the Amazon. Instead of Craig and Smokey, it was Craig and J-Lo. It's like, damn, I ain't know snakes out here this big, huh? She did a movie with Cube, and it was a classic. She was like Tomb Raider before Tomb Raider, and she was fine as hell in the movie. They thought they was gonna kill that dude. He kept coming back. He wound up slapping the shit out of Jennifer Lopez. They thought shit was sweet. He started flipping. He's fucking around, took over their boat. But they got him in the end, though. Classic ass movie. Jennifer Lopez played in Anaconda, y'all. So y'all know she like them big snakes. And then Nicki Minaj came out with Anaconda. And then fucking Megan Thee Stallion came out with Anaconda. Trust me, they was loving that Jennifer Lopez movie. But that's Negro ain't no there. They tried to do a part 2 or part 3. It wasn't hitting like that because it ain't had J-Lo and Ice Cube in there. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. She did a bunch of memorial things, man. But this shit, this is where she fell off of me. Look, she was with she did the video with Fat Joe. I'm waiting for tonight. Oh, I dreamed of this day for so long. I'm waiting for tonight. Oh, I dreamed of this day for so long. Waiting for tonight. She had them people in them clubs fist pumping. I think they played this shit on Jersey Shore. She got mass appeal, man. If he beat on Jennifer Lopez, man, the Latin Kings would be out there. All you gonna see is black and yellow, black and yellow. You would have thought it was a Wiz Khalifa concert outside the Diddy trial. You hear somebody say Puerto Rico. Man, they would have hit Diddy with a $150. He would have never made it to jail. Like, you put hands on J-Lo, nigga. Fat Joe would have wilded out. If Diddy would have put hands on Jennifer Lopez, that would have brought the terror squad back together. Cuban Link and Fat Joe would have had to call it truce. Like, I don't like you, Papa, but we gotta get that Negreta, man. Fat Joe would have, Big Pun would have came back. He better be lucky he ain't never, man. I would have put a foot in his ass for Jennifer Lopez. Shout out to J-Lo. I'm waiting for tonight. Whoa. I dreamed of this day for so long. I'm waiting for tonight. Oh, I dreamed of this day for so long. I'm waiting for tonight. Shit, I'm waiting for tonight. I got some shit in there, man. I'm about to make me a cheeseburger. I got ice cream. I got another bottle of Hennessy. Oh, I dreamed of this day for so long. I'm waiting for tonight. That's that's the best song she ever did. It's the worst song, but it's the best song. Have you ever seen a movie that was so bad that it was good? Like, this movie sucked ass. I can't wait to see it again. That's what her music is. The waiting for that shit gonna be stuck in my head. Well, it been stuck in my head all week. But that's Negro here, no there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this real quick so I can further make my point. If you had, but matter of fact, I'm gonna do y'all one better. All y'all gotta do is stay tuned. Look. And make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to the channel, because I gotta make this point. Okay, here we go. Remember that movie, The Good Son, with Macaulay Culkin and the dude from Harry Potter? Classic ass movie. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I could find this movie on Amazon Prime tonight. I'm gonna get this movie. It's called The Good Son. And this the end of it. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but this the end of the movie. The mother had to choose. Both of the boys was hanging off a cliff. She had one in one hand and one in the other. But she can't pull up both of them motherfuckers. She ain't got the strength. She had to make a decision. Which one gotta go? Now, mind you, Macaulay Culkin was the bad motherfucker. He was the one doing all the sick shit, and that was her biological son. The other dude, he was like her nephew or like some kid that was coming to visit or whatever, and they thought that it was him doing all the foolishness. Come to find out, it was her son that was doing all the foolishness. So she had to choose which one she was gonna pull up. Now I gotta ask y'all, if y'all had to choose, and you had J-Lo in one hand and Cassie in the other, and they both dangling from that bridge, you can only pull one up. It's either J-Lo or Cassie. I need y'all to let me know in the comment section which one y'all pulling up. Y'all gonna save Cassie and let Jennifer Lopez drop, or y'all gonna pull up J-Lo and watch Cassie as she fall into the ocean? Which one y'all doing? My man said J-Lo. Y'all not even y'all making my point, man. Y'all making my point. Don't nobody give a damn about no Cassie. She married, she moved on. She got a beautiful family. What happened with Diddy, that's a bummer and all that, but come on now. It is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. And I'm gonna be back later. So y'all gonna be waiting for tonight. Oh, I dream of this day